We are now almost a week into the launch of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. There's some good, there's some bad, and in this video, we're talking all about it. Let's get into it. First and foremost, I'll address one thing that you may have heard about already, and that is that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022 is the fastest selling Call of Duty title to date, and its sales figures have surpassed that of Modern Warfare 3, which was released in 2011, with sales topping $800 million US, comparing that to Modern Warfare 3, which was only half of Modern Warfare 2. Of course, selling a lot of copies and making millions doesn't inherently mean your game is good. Starting off, I'll readily admit that I was skeptical of Modern Warfare 2 being any improvement over 2019 and being worth the $70 price tag. However, that skepticism was blown away when I had the opportunity to play the multiplayer upon release. If I had to describe Modern Warfare 2 with one word and only one word, it would be potential. This game has potential. The core elements that make it a good COD game are there, but there's still so much more room for improvement. To me, it feels like the foundation and the walls are there, but we're waiting to see the roof that gets put on top. The gunplay on Modern Warfare 2 is pretty good. It's not perfect by any means, but it feels really good. The weapons tend to have their bullets feel impactful relative to the caliber you're firing. What I mean is, if I'm laying into someone with an SMG, the shots feel rapid, accurate, and slowly damaging, whereas if I'm shooting someone with the DMRs, it feels heavy and punchy, killing them in only 1 to 2 hits. While some may only enjoy the firefights and worry about what weapons are the meta, I like to stop and appreciate the map design that goes into these games. In the case of Modern Warfare 2's maps, I found there's a fair selection of good, enjoyable, and balanced maps, and maps that are really only suited to specific playstyles or game modes. Maps like Brenberg Hotel, Crown Raceway, Farm 18, and Embassy I absolutely enjoy. They have many options for medium to long-range engagements, as well as close quarters too. On the other hand, we have maps like Zarqwa Hydroelectric, Turok, and El Asilo, where you feel forced into either using close quarters weapons, or you need to have purely long-range weapons. In the middle, there are maps that I'm purely ambivalent to. I could take them, I could leave them. These are Mercado Las Almas and Santa Sinia. They're fine for pretty much whatever weapon choices you want to use, but most of the time you'll be sticking to one weapon type for them. Moving on to weapon progression, I think that overall the weapon progression system is fun, and is definitely a bit different than we've seen in other previous games. Unlike in those previous games, where you grind one gun and get everything for that specific gun, in MW2 you grind various guns to unlock attachments for that family of guns. This in turn incentivizes players to use more than just one gun or one specific platform of guns. It's innovative to the COD series, and I'd be pleased to see it make a return in the future games. What are COD guns without absolutely fun and crazy camos? This year we saw a change that made unlocking camos for guns far easier than before, allowing gold to be unlocked in merely 5 challenges. This feels fine to me. I was always one to grind for camos in COD games anyways, so this certainly cuts down that grind but still keeps it interesting. As mentioned in my previous video, I think that casuals especially will appreciate these changes. I did make another entire video covering things that were outright missing from the game as well, but to quickly recap, there are fundamental features like a combat record for you to view your stats, playtime, progress, and more. Hardcore playlists are also missing, which is disappointing as someone who primarily plays hardcore. We also have no leaderboards, no medal collections, or even reticle customization. It's not a huge deal for some of these, but it's still weird to see them missing from a game that had more than ample development time. On a similar note regarding development time, this game has crashed quite a few times on me. Nowhere near as many times as Modern Warfare 2019, but still often enough to note. This isn't something that has caused me any real issues, as the crashes weren't during gameplay or an important time, and were usually just when I navigated a menu too quickly or pressed a weird button combination. I am on PC, so that may be a contributing factor. There was also this occasional bug where, when switching from mouse and keyboard to a controller, and then back to mouse and keyboard, my keybinds would have been reset to default. Leveling up this time around didn't feel like a chore. Back in Modern Warfare 2019 and on Cold War, I was always feeling very slow and sluggish to rank up, even when using double XP tokens. On MW2, I was able to reach max level 55 within the 2nd or 3rd day of launch. However, now that I am max level, there's really not much in the way of continued progression besides weapons. There is no level above 55 right now, and there are no career challenges to work towards to keep things busy. Perhaps with the launch of Season 1, we will see the level cap increase. Now, this part's going to be a bit controversial. We're going to tackle SBMM, or score-based matchmaking. This has been a nightmare for myself and friends included. On a normal afternoon, we will hop on and play for a few hours, and during those few hours, the first hour or so is wonderful. We put in matches that we're able to drop solid KDRs, work objectives cleanly, and overall just have a fun experience. But then it goes sour. We start getting into lobbies where we're being absolutely demolished, managing to get at least a somewhat positive KD, but it feels like someone took the skill switch and turned it from 10 all the way up to 100 in a matter of a couple matches. Spawning in only to die immediately, respawn, and do it all over again. All objectives lost, all along with our morale. Speaking of spawns, they're awful. They seriously need work. I cannot count how many times I've been spawned in only to die immediately from someone else spawning 6 feet behind me. There have been times where I was the lucky one, spawning in only to watch another person spawn ahead of me, allowing me a quick cheeky kill, but it's absolutely safe to say that these spawns need work. Time to kill has been another factor that needs work. There should be no reason that at medium range, an AK loses to an MP5 or even worse, a Hurricane. More often than not, firefights in this game feel like a game of who saw who. If you're gonna see someone even a split second before they see you, chances are you'll win the gunfight. It's less about skill now and more about whoever can pre-aim the quickest. Tying all of that into a short summary, here's what I think about Modern Warfare 2 and how it has evolved from the beta into launch, and from launch into a week in. I believe that Modern Warfare 2 has plenty of room to grow and improve, and will require said growth and improvement to maintain its player base. Yes, the game was a massively successful launch, and yes, I'm thoroughly enjoying my time playing this game. I believe that COD will be as memorable as the previous titles this year around, absolutely. There have been plenty of changes from the traditional COD formula in this game, and that's wonderful. It may be just what keeps the series from becoming stagnant once again. Coming from those previous COD titles, this game did require me to slightly change the way I play, but that's not really a problem. I do like adaptation. All in all, I'm very happy with what we've been presented with this year, and I do believe that in due time, we'll see this game only improve and rise to the top. How about you guys? What do you think about this year's COD installment? Let me know all about it in the comments below. I always love hearing your thoughts about these topics of videos. Be sure to drop a like if you like this video, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.